If you go to the opera with me next week, I'll go to the hockey game with you the week after. A typical case of negotiation. And believe me, negotiation is something we all do. It's just that in our private lives, we often don't even realize we're doing it. For you, as an entrepreneur, it's very different. You are definitely aware of the fact that you are negotiating a deal for the millionth time. After all, negotiating is an existential aspect of the commercial enterprise. The question is, exactly what aspect of it? And by that I mean, do you start negotiating only at the final of your sales pitch, or is negotiating the prelude of a commercial composition for you? In other words, do you start or finish by negotiating? Experience has taught us that many entrepreneurs finish their sales pitch with negotiation, which is a pity, because that is the line of defense, a battle over the last few points. I say, start with negotiation. Before you get deeper into the material, get to know the other person's perspective. What is he about? Is he a buyer? What is his goal? Are you talking to a father or a mother of a family, or to a single person? These are things you should find out right away. Next, make it clear what you are willing and able to do. Start making agreements early on and be sure to find common ground at the negotiation table. What do you already agree on? Expand on that. If there is no common ground, you need to create it. Sit next to the other person and look at the case from the same perspective. Make sure that you are talking about the same thing. This will prevent lack of clarity about the deal at the end of the discussion, or finding out you've got a dead horse on your hands a few weeks later. There are two very important verbs in negotiation: giving and taking. Remember, you have to give in order to receive. Or to say it another way, you have to divide first in order to be able to multiply. What can you give? A discount, for example. There are trainers that say, never give a discount. As far as I'm concerned, that's nonsense. Buyers are hired to ask for discount. You just calculate it into the equation. But make sure you do it in a decisive and deliberate way. For example, instead of offering 5% discount, offer 2.8%. That makes it sound like it has been calculated in detail. In exchange for this, ask a potential customer for a way in where it would be hard for you to gain access on your own. Quid pro quo. Something for something. Always ask for something in return. What else can you negotiate about? A penalty clause, for example. If you don't deliver on time, you will pay your customer €1,000 a day. Or about the invoice schedule, payment terms or damages. Because the price, really, remember this, is not the most important thing. The enjoyment of a low price is much more short-lived than the misery of a low quality. And that is the main point of the entire negotiation. Because you always negotiate, and please don't forget this, with your eye on the horizon. It's always about the long term, the bigger picture. Okay, so now you're ready to go to the negotiation table. The table of giving, giving, giving and taking. Good luck.